Yeah, yeah, yes. It's the Daily Go Get Is You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this lane, fast lane, left lane, no coasting. Let's take off, baby. It's the Daily Go Get It Business Show. This Saturday morning, I gave myself a stretch up. I'm on and yawning. We get it popping without a doubt. And you know that we about to take this thing out. Word. This morning, we talking about the little voice inside your head that wants to say, don't be dead. Yo, that little voice inside your head. What y'all know, man? What y'all know? It's the Daily Go Get It Business Show. Yeah. What? It's the daily Go Get Optimism Show. You think it ain't when it was? Think it don't do what it does? Daily Go Get Optimism Show, y'all. What y'all know? So let's get this thing popping. We talking about that little voice inside your head. You know that little voice inside your head that tells you to do the right thing, the one that you be ignoring a lot of times. But a lot of people follow that voice inside their head, and it's real to them. And it keeps them grounded. It keeps them from messing up. It keeps them out of trouble. But do you listen to it? Do you listen to that little voice inside your head that says, listen, this not a good look. Go back and do it by the book. Monica Davis is all up in the house. Queen Monica. What's up, ma? It's good to see me some you. Yeah, you know it's true. And what's Nicole Jackson? Nicole, what's going on, ma? Good to see me some you now. Yeah, it's about to go down. It's the Daily Go Get It Business Show, y'all. The Daily Go Get It Business Show. What's going on, Emily? A Dunlap is in the house. Bow, she about to turn it out. And Carol Chamberlain is all up in the place. It's always a pleasure to see your face and T Carrie, right? What you talk about tonight is today. We're going to do this thing in a great way. Yes. So that's what we're talking about this morning, y'all. That little voice inside your head. That little voice inside your head. You know, it's like that angel on your shoulder, you know, counteracting that little devil on the other shoulder. But do you listen to that little voice inside your head, the one that tells you to do the right thing, the one that tells you, wait a minute, think about this before you say it. Think about this before you do it. Slow down, breathe, take a break, get out of the scene, get away from the scene for a minute. You know what I mean? Make sure that you don't go overboard. Don't act on emotion. Don't act on impulse. Don't let your feelings take over. That's what we're talking about this morning. So let's get it popping. Saturday, the 20th of the month. Now it's officially summertime, y'all. Ain't no stopping it now. Ain't no stopping it now. We're on the move. So summertime heat is something that we have to deal with. But on the flip side of that, besides it being summertime, this is not the average summertime or summer season, you know, or the summer year. This 2020 thing, y'all know, has been off the chain. And I imagine that this year, we have all had to be confronted with that little voice inside of our heads that's telling us to do the right thing. Have we listened to it? You know, do you feel like this year you have listened to that little voice inside your head that tried to keep you right, that tried to keep you grounded, that tried to keep you out of trouble, that tried to keep you from acting on impulse, that tried to steer you on the path of pure righteousness? Did you listen to it? Now, with all of the other circumstances that have surrounded 2020, do you think that the little voice inside your head has even been a factor? Well, let's get into it. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily Go Get Optimism Show. We do this every single day. Every it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, Well, then you just say Omar with the R's, the Daily Go Getimism show all up in your area, Saturday morning, the 20th of June, and we are about to get this thing popping. We're talking about that little voice inside your head. That little voice inside your head, it probably speaks to you every day like, yo, calm down. Be easy. It's going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Yes, it will. But do you listen to it? Do you pay attention to it? Do you adhere to it? Do you submit to it? Do you comply with it? You know, sometimes the answer is probably yes. And a lot of times when it probably should be yes, it's probably no. No, that little voice inside your head. And speaking of that little voice inside your head, we're going to have to go a little deeper into it at some point into the show, because sometimes that little voice inside your head is not a virtual voice. It's not yourself. For some people, that little voice inside their head is not themselves saying, yo, we'll do your ears if we pull this trigger. Sometimes it's an actual voice inside their head that's telling them, yo, that person or that thing over there needs to be eliminated because they are pure evil. They are the devil. And I'm talking about people who are schizophrenic, people who really, really hear actual voices inside their head. But we're going to get into that later. You know what I mean? Right now, let's talk about you so-called sane people. Sane. You're not crazy. You're not insane. You're not bugging out. You're not on a different plane. You are the one that gets this thing popping. So when the voice comes in and it starts to drop, and you be like, yo, I'ma listen to what you say, because I ain't no fool and I ain't going out that way. Everything is gonna be all right. Yes, it will. I'm not crazy. I ain't gotta take no pills. Ain't no Thorazine going all up in my tummy. Everything is gonna be all right. I ain't no dummy. I'm gonna be all right. I'll be okay. Don't care what you say. I don't play. I got me a family, got my own money, got a job, got a lot of things. I ain't no dummy. Everything is going to be all right because I said so. My name is O. Yeah, and yours is Bledsoe. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Chill, son. Chill. Listen. Let's do this right. First of all, y'all can call into the show. And second of first of all, I need y'all to press that like button. Make sure you press the like button. Press the like button. Push that thing. Push it. Push it. So, I never really thought that song was dope, only because it ain't had no damn rap. Ain't had no rap. It was. That was y'all shit. All right, it's like. Anyway, make sure y'all press that like button. Push the like button. Make sure you share the show. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel thus far, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. It's the Daily Go Getimism show. I'm your host, Son 752, and we are talking about. We are talking about that little voice inside your head. Do you listen to that little voice inside your head? Now, right now, that little voice inside your head should say, I need to support this brother. I need to press that like button. And I need to subscribe to the channel. And I need to share this show. Everybody needs to hear this. It's the little voice inside your head, and it should be saying the right thing. Shirley Shore, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Shore, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on, Ma? And Charlene Curry. Charlene Curry. What's going on, Charlene? How you feeling? Charlie. Hey, yo. And Annette Davis, the number one. What's going on? Deneen Super is all up in the house. What's going on, Super? Deneen Queen, Deneen Super. So we're talking about that little voice inside your head. Now, what does your little voice inside your head tell you to do? I think everybody's little voice inside their head tells them different things. But what does yours tell you? Does it tell you that somebody loves you even though they don't show it? Because sometimes your little voice inside your head can tell you that. Or does your little voice inside your head tells you that somebody doesn't love you? I mean, somebody does love you. I mean, somebody doesn't love you even though they do. And how do you know? Does the little voice inside your head tell you to go for it? You know, risk it all. Bet the house on it. You know what I mean? Winner take all. Or does it say no? Hold back, chill, save, conserve, wait a little while. Let's wait a while before we go to let's wait a while before you go too far. I mean, everybody's little voice inside their head tells them different things. My little voice inside my head says, no, don't fucking do that. That's what it's normally saying. Like, I know they disrespected you. I know. I know you told them about it before. I know. But don't do that, oh. I'm telling you. Let it play out. Let it play out the way it's going to play out, because you know what I mean? If you act on it, more than likely, it's not going to turn out right. You want to win the war. You don't want to win the battle. Back in the day, the little voice inside my head didn't say be patient. It didn't say wait. It didn't say make sure that you understood what they were talking about. That's not what it said. It said, I know this motherfucker didn't just. Who the fuck she thinks she? That's what it said. And it got me in trouble. So I've learned to put a little bit more respect. I've learned to put a little bit more respect on the name of the little voice inside my head. Because it used to tell me something. It used to tell me things like, if you let them disrespect you, they're going to do that shit all the time. And everybody going to be looking at you like you a big bitch, a waste of muscles. That's what the little voice inside my head used to tell me. Don't let them get away with that, son. Don't let them don't do it. Don't do it. Don't let them get away with that. Go handle your business. That's why you have to get that little voice inside your head under control. You need to get that little voice inside your head under control, because sometimes the little voice inside your head can be out of control, or it's trying to get you in control, but maybe the little voice outside of your head is like, shit, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. Oh. So yeah, you know, that's something that you really need to take into consideration when you start talking about that little voice inside your head. The little voice inside your head should be your voice of reason. It should be the thing that grounds you. It should be the things that keeps you all right. It should be the thing that makes sure that you stay out of trouble instead of having to bail yourself out or get bailed out or have to go back and forth to court or as you saying, well, I only got to do a year or two. I mean, you know what? A lot of people don't really understand the gravity of what going to jail means, you know, the impact that it has. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand the gravity of the impact that going to jail has. For example, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get this thing right. Like, for example, when you get locked up, do you realize that your whole world outside stops? I be thinking, I don't know about y'all, but I think about little things like this. What if you ran to the store? What if you ran to the store to get some extra seasoning because you had a pot of beans or some shit like that on the stove? Do you realize if you get locked up, that pot of beans is still on the stove? It may seem insignificant, but that pot of beans is going to burn. And eventually it'll burn your house down. Because depending on what you get locked up for, you know what I mean? You don't have anybody there or anything there to stop that. So you may the pot of beans or pot of rice or whatever is metaphorical. It's proverbial. In other words, when you get locked up, you can't take care of the little business, the small tasks that you have going on out there. You can't collect no money. You can't go to work. You can't explain. You can't make an appointment. You can't explain to anybody what's going on with you. You can't turn off a pot or an oven that you had going on because you meant to just go to the store and come right back. You can't do that. You know what I mean? You can't put your trash out. You can't feed your animals, your pets at home. You can't pay your rent or your mortgage or your bills, your revolving accounts. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't make your bed. You know, like I'm talking like it's nothing, but it's real. You get locked up and you don't make bail, or you commit an offense that is not bail worthy, you got problems. Somebody on the outside has to handle all of your business, all of it, because you don't have enough phone time to do that. You can't get on the phone with your creditors or whatever and be like, well, listen, I'm going to pay this on the 9th or blah, 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 blah. You can't do it. You don't have a wallet. You don't have a credit card. You don't have any of your belongings. So unless you like me and memorize the numbers on your credit cards or debit cards, yeah, I do that. I memorize the shit. I normally memorize account numbers too. But anyway, yeah, if you can't do those things, somebody else has to do it. Now, they have to be willing to do it for you. And I'm saying all of this to say that little voice inside your head probably told you not to get into that shit that got you locked up. But you didn't listen to that little voice. You listened to the other voice that said, nah, fuck that. These niggas ain't gonna do me like that. I'm not going out like that. I'm gonna knock their head off, or I'm gonna shoot, or I'm gonna stab, or I'm gonna hurt, or I'm gonna steal, or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna get them back. I'm gonna retaliate. So my big cuz, my love, Lolita Dizard is all up in the house, and she says, I'm multitasking in a meeting. Wait a minute. On room and listening. That's what's up. That's what's up, Mom. And Denise says, the little voice inside my head tells me to be a person of integrity and practice discretion and keep it 100. Okay. And that's what the little voice inside your head should tell you. But do we be listening? Do we be listening to the little voice inside our head? Or is there a bigger voice that overpowers the little voice? See, we're talking about that little voice inside of our head. Is there a bigger voice? Maybe if the little voice inside your head, it was the negative one, and the bigger voice inside your head was the positive one, we would probably go the right way. But we don't know. That's what taking a gamble is all about. It's about not really knowing and taking a chance in hopes of a greater reward. My brother Ansel Jones is in the house. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones? Is surely sure the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on? And also my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. I said my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. What's going on, y'all? Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through. Okay, my brother from another mother, Norris Hill says, what up, everyone? Mine tells me to ignore the exit when they try to distract you by talking. Okay. All right. So you're talking about when you confront somebody with something, and well, let me ask: are you talking about when you try to confront somebody about something or whatever, and they try to change the subject or go a different direction or keep your mind off of something? I'm just trying to figure out exactly, make sure I understand what you're talking about. That little voice inside your head, what does it say? What does it do? How do you react to it? How do you respond to it? What do you do about it? Are you in compliance with that little voice inside your head? But yeah, the little voice inside your head versus the bigger voice. The bigger voice, I don't know whether it's inside your head. I'm not sure where it is. But I know it's not putting in the kind of work that you wanted to put in, because if it did, then we would probably be in much better positions than we are in. And that's not to say that you are totally messed up in any way. I just know that on a personal level, I have problems when I don't listen to that little voice. When I don't listen to that little voice, because the little voice tells me, keep your eyes on the prize. Don't like Nara said, don't let anything distract you. You see the checkered flag right in front of you. Get to it. You see the finish line right ahead of you. Go to it. Make sure that you break that tape, the winner tape, the finish tape. Make sure you and raise your hands in victory. Raise your arms in victory. That's what you want to do. So that's what the little voice inside your head should tell you to do. But does it always tell you that? Is it always on that page? Is it always on that level? Is the little voice inside your head always on that level? I know that a lot of times it's not. And you have to contain yourself. And I guess what I'm really asking is, do you have a propensity, a proclivity to do the right thing most times, or do you go rogue? Do you go off the rails? Do you fly off the radar and say, shit, we gonna go, take off to the great white north, take off. It's a beauty way to go. Take off to the great white north. Now, how many of y'all remember that song? Where my 1980s pop music enthusiasts? Take off to the great. Who used to sing that song? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Who sang the song "The Great White North"? No, wait, it was "Take Off." I don't know. Wait. Oh yeah, video. Bob and Doug McKenzie. Take off to the great white north. Take off, and all they did was talk through the whole song. They was two dumb-looking Canadians and shit. Hey, yo, take off, eh? Take off, eh? Canadians always saying, "Hey, take off, eh? Take off," and they would just talk. They just talk that anyway. That was 80s pop, son. That was 80s pop music, son. You know what I'm saying? Like Pac-Man Fever. It's driving me crazy. Who sung Pac-Man Fever? Who sang Pac-Man Fever?
Pac-Man Fever was recorded by Buckner and Garcia.
Pac-Man Fever. They made a song about a video game. And it was half-ass a hit. I remember them playing it on 98 Hot Hits. All right, y'all, let's keep going. That little voice inside your head, baby. That little voice inside your head. That little voice inside your head. Are you a gambler? Are you a risk taker? Do you come to that fork in the road and the sign on the right side clearly says, this is the right way. This is the safe way. This is a guaranteed way that you're not going to get hurt, that you're not going to have any problems, that you're not going to have to do any explaining, that it's okay. However, you're not going to get rich this way. There isn't going to be any excitement, but you will play it safe. And then the left lane, the left fork says, I don't know what's behind this shit. There could be lions, tigers, bears, dragons, Bigfoot, Loch Ness monsters, abominable snowmen. There could be Marvel character, Marvel comics villains. But then again, this is a lottery pick, and you might win that bitch and Powerball your way to success. You might Powerball your way to success, fame, fortune, access, anything you want. You don't want to be famous? It's all right. You get the money though. You want to be comfortable? You might want to go in that left lane because you're not going to get that in the right lane. The right lane is the suburbs. The right lane is the suburbs. It's safe. You know? House, car, spouse, white picket fence, Volvo station wagon, shaggy dog named Shaggy, a fluffy cat named Muffy, Puffy, Fluffy. This is suburbs. The right lane is the suburbs. You know, work all your life, get promoted, raises, retirement, gold watch, 50 years. That's what the right lane is. Left lane, shit. That shit could be the fiery pits of hell, or that could be the high-rise penthouse. We don't really know. When you come to that fork in the road, what does that little voice in your head tell you to do? Does it tell you to go to the suburbs and chill? Like you out of the hood. You out of the hood. You made it to the burbs. Or does it tell you, like, man, fuck the burbs. We going for this money. We going for this success. We going for the big time. We going for the elevator and the escalator in the crib. We going for the Scarface tiger in the yard. Yeah. Look at the pelican fly. Come on, pelican. Look at the pelican fly. Come on, pelican. Yeah. That's what the left leg. Which one do you listen to? Which one do you listen to? 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. That's the number. Get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. 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 That's how it's going down. Daily Go Get It Mission Show, y'all. Let's get it popping. We are talking about that little voice inside your head. What is it telling you to do? Where is it guiding you? Where is it guiding you? Where is that little voice inside your head guiding you? Where is it taking you to? Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things the right lane is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know I took the left lane? I don't know why. I got locked up and shit is all messed up. I could have gone to the suburbs and just chilled. And now I'm in the left lane, locked up. Yo, shit's real. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? That little voice inside your head. Let me see. Ansel Jones says, something I heard that made T.I. said, made sense. Something that T.I. said made sense. God's voice is going to be a voice that you hear your own. God's voice is going to be a voice you hear when you're on your own or on your own. I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a hard. I don't know. It's a little. It's a little tough. It's a little tough trying to do the right thing, trying to make sure that you stay on the right path, trying to make sure that things go right for yourself. Everybody wants to be safe and comfortable, but does that little voice inside your head tell you to do that? Does it tell you that little voice, the little voice inside your head? You know, when you're a crazy person, that little voice inside your head, you know, it might tell you to, you know, put your fatigues on and go eliminate somebody. It might tell you that such and such is evil, or or you need to build an army and take down the government. That little voice inside your head tells people things. Think about Jim Jones and the Jim Jones tragedy, the Guyana tragedy. You know, Jim Jones, that evangelistic preacher or whatever, you know, took everybody down to Guyana because he didn't want to comply with the rules of the United States. So he took his flock down to Guyana. And when, you know, shit hit the fan and he acted on impulse and killed a congressman and some reporters, he had everybody commit suicide by drinking cyanide-laced Kool-Aid. Imagine what the voices inside his head was telling him. And how did he get the voices inside his head to translate to everybody else? When you think about the influence that some people had, it's crazy. Adolf Hitler. I'm talking about on the negative side. Adolf Hitler, Donald Trump. I mean, some people might argue that Donald Trump's followers aren't negative. I think you'd be hard pressed to prove that. Jim Jones, straight negativity. You got 900 people to drink cyanide-laced Kool-Aid, and you told them that that's what they were going to do. Them motherfuckers died for you? What did they think, you were Jesus and you were on drugs? You know, Jim Jones was on drugs. He had an addiction to pills. Hold on. Let's see what drugs he was addicted to. Hold on. What drugs were Jim Jones addicted to?
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. Jones and several members argued that the group should commit revolutionary suicide by drinking cyanide-laced grape-flavored Flavor Aid.
I'm not talking about that. Let me see. Because he was on some kind of prescription drugs. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, according to Road to Jonestown, Jim Jones and the People's Temple by Jeff Gwynne, Jones began relying on pain medications as far back as the mid-'60s, when his church was still fledgling with fewer than 100 members. Jones would reportedly stop mid-sermon and mention his need for medication to get through it. Jones said that he didn't like doing it, but sometimes he needed the pills to alleviate discomfort from various unspecified ailments. Mm-hmm. By the early 1970s, Gwynn writes, Jones began abusing drugs on a regular basis and had no problem getting access to whatever he wanted. Sometimes he got doctors sympathetic to the group's cause to prescribe him medications directly. Sometimes other people's temple members gave him their own prescriptions after being sworn to secrecy. He didn't want nobody to know that he was on that shit. Other times, members who worked as nurses smuggled drugs into the settlement from hospitals and healthcare facilities where they worked. Jones, who forbade recreational drug use among his followers, took amphetamines and tranquilizers in both pill and liquid form to provide significant boosts of energy, or else slow down his racing imagination and allow him to rest, writes Gwynn. But the amphetamines, contributed to Jones' paranoia, and he started to believe CIA and FBI were tapping the church's phones with plans to infiltrate the temple with undercover spies. So, you know, when you're dealing with a doped out, drugged out maniac, drugged out maniac, such as him, imagine what the voices inside his head was telling him to tell them. Now you have to wonder, how come their little voices inside their head didn't say, yo, what the fuck is up with that? I ain't doing that shit. Now, you know that some people did escape that. Some people did escape the Jonestown massacre. And some died while trying to escape it. Some died while trying to escape it. Second guessing is usually the indicator to don't do it. That's true. When you second guess something, the reason that you had to second guess is because you couldn't rely on the first guess. You second guessed it because you couldn't rely on the first guess. It wasn't doing such a good job in making you believe that everything was going to be all right. It was going to be okay. You know, so Carol Chamberlain says Jim Jones was demonic. 900 people, Carol? 900 people? I mean, getting 900 people to give you money, that's one thing. Any church can do that. But getting 900 people to kill themselves, to commit suicide, that goes against everything they learned in their religion, everything that the Bible tells them. All of their teachings, that goes against it, and they did it. Now, many of them did it because they had a gun to their head. So it was either, you know, take the Kool-Aid, drink the Kool-Aid, or get shot. But I think I would have taken the chance on getting shot. Like, why not? Shoot me. Because if you really think about it, now, and of course I'm saying this in retrospect, if you really think about it, if they see one person get shot because they wouldn't take the Kool-Aid, you think everybody else is going to take the Kool-Aid? They're going to be like, well, shoot me too. If we going to die, shoot, I probably have, you know, by religious standards, I probably have a better chance on getting into heaven by being murdered than by killing myself. You know? So it is what it is. It is what it is. And hey, it's one of those phenomenal, crazy, spectacular things that keeps you scratching your head, shaking your head at the same time, and wondering why. Like, why would something like this even exist? Why would something like this exist? But that's how it goes. That little voice inside your head, is it the voice of reason? Is the little voice inside your head the voice of reason, or is it the voice of negativity? Is it the voice of impulse? Is it the voice of being impatient, of rushing, or whatever? Carol Chamberlain says 2 black funeral directors I knew personally were called to Dover Air Force base to handle the bodies of the dead. And it's warm down in Guyana, and it was like summertime. So can you imagine the stench of the smell? And did they transfer those bodies back up to the United States? Because they were out. They were out of San Francisco. They were in California. That's where they originally were. San Francisco is a good ways away from Guyana. Guyana is over here on the east coast of South America. Wait, let me make sure. Make sure I got that right. Let me make sure. Wait a minute. Where is Guyana located in South America? I believe it was on there.
The continent of Guyana is South America.
I know that. What the fuck is it? Wait. Guyana is located in northern South America. Guyana is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean, Venezuela, to the west, Brazil, to the south. Okay, Suriname. Okay, just show me. Why can't you show me? You know what? Let me see. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No. Okay. So, yeah, it's up here at the top. So, yeah, that's a good ways away from California, though. Ain't no way around it. Huh. So, yeah, Guyana, Suriname, French Guyana. Okay. Mm-hmm. Venezuela, Colombia. So you see, Brazil is big as shit. Damn. Bolivia, Paraguay, Argentina. Okay, but yeah, so getting them to move that far. Anyway, that little voice inside your head, it can be one of those things. It can be one of those things that can take you to really great places, or it can make you wonder what you were thinking at the time. So what does yours do? 319-527-6199 if y'all want to call in. 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. That's how it's going down. That little voice inside your head. It's the Daily Go Getimism Show. That's how it's going down, y'all. That little voice inside your head. What does it tell you to do? How does it tell you to act? What does it tell you to go? Little voice inside your head. Are you crazy? Do you actually hear a voice? That's one thing I can honestly say. I may do some really badly thought out things at times, but I've never heard an actual voice inside my head. It would probably scare the shit out of me. But, when you get to that level of mental illness, it is what it is. But when you talk about the little voice inside your head, when you take a look at your situation and your life at whatever age you are, I think that's probably the time to think about the little voice inside your head and what it meant, what it means. Like what have you done about the little voices inside your head, little voice inside your, like, have you listened to it? Have you made peace with the little voice inside your head? Do you trust it? A lot of people don't trust their own judgment, especially when things like love come into the conversation. You know how they say love makes you do crazy things or whatever. You know, love is like it's almost to a lot of people, they believe that it's a form of mental illness because your emotions are all in a tailspin. And it can make you do things that that you never would have done on your own, and it can make people discouraged about love and feeling. It can make you discouraged about trying to find happiness through that venue of love. It can turn you off from that, or make you feel like you're not eligible. Make you feel like you're not eligible to either be loved or to receive love in a way that's healthy. So what's the deal? Like that little voice inside your head. How has your situation to this very day affected you with that little voice inside your head? From that little voice inside your head. Has it made you successful? Carol Chamberlain says, I call it my instincts. I try to listen to the little man who runs through my mind. And that's probably a good thing. But I mean, but when you're thinking about the decisions that you have made, putting you where you are right now, I know a lot of people believe that they are where they are to this day because of either good luck or bad luck. Like there are plenty of people who believe that they just got dealt a bad set of cards. There are many people who don't believe that they control their own destiny. So the question I have is, if you don't believe that you control your own destiny, do you believe that the little voice inside your head is the one who controls it? Or do you think that there is no little voice inside your head? Like no matter what you tell it, no matter what it tells you to do, no matter what you think is right, maybe you feel like your fate is in the hands of a higher power, or you're just powerless. What do you think? 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 Where you are in your life right now, is it a favorable position? Are you doing okay? Are you healthy? You know what I'm saying? Like it's something that you need to think about. We all need to think about it. Are we healthy? Are we financially set up correctly? Are we doing okay? Are we out of trouble? Out of trouble. Something that seems so elementary, but everybody doesn't enjoy that. Some people stay in some shit. And there was a time when I felt like that was my fate. Like I'm always in some bullshit. But when it comes down to it, I know that I'm a product of the choices that I've made, and I haven't always made good choices. So I try to listen to that little voice inside my head that tells me better things. And I do trust that little voice inside my head, and I trust my own judgment too. I know personally when I'm doing the right thing, and I know when I'm doing some shit that ain't all that. Like, that ain't like, how you do some shit and you say to yourself, I know I'm gonna have to answer for that later. I know I'm gonna bite the bullet for that shit. If you're overweight and you're trying to lose weight and you've been on this good regimen, or you've been on a fake regimen, and what I mean by a fake regimen is that you've been working out in front of people and you've been eating right in front of people, but when nobody is around, you don't eat right and you eat all of the shit that you wanted to eat in front of people, but you doing it alone. So in front of all of these other people, you eating salads, rice cakes, drinking lots of water, herbs, That kind of shit. But when you by yourself, you cheese steaking it and cheese frying it. And I don't care what you say, nobody say. You cannot be on a diet and eat a cheesesteak. You cannot burn enough calories to work off a cheesesteak. And cheese fries, French fries by themselves carry calories. You know how like an ant is strong enough to carry things that are 10 times its size? Well, that's what eating cheese fries is like. Like you just adding on mad calories. You're unstoppable. You just getting it in. But around everybody else, it's all cayenne pepper, cinnamon, ginseng, and lime water. When the show's over, it's all beer. It's all Kool-Aid. It's all juices. It's all juices with a 10% juice that I had to go out of town to get because I don't want to pay the sugar tax in Philly. Now, I'm not talking about myself personally because I don't eat that way. But I know people that try to fake it like they are actively trying to lose weight. And then when they don't lose any weight, they'd be like, I don't know what I'm doing everything. I'm running, I'm exercising, I'm in the gym all the time, but I'm not losing no weight. That's because your ass got a bucket of fried chicken. You got a bucket of fried chicken, mashed potatoes and gravy and macaroni and cheese under your bed and shit. You nasty bastard. You know. But that little voice inside your head is telling you, listen, fuck that. Fuck that diet. That little voice inside your head is saying, fuck that diet. We're hungry all the time. And what's life if you can't eat? You need food to live. Yeah, but I shouldn't be eating this food. Why not? Just enjoy yourself. You gotta die of something. Nobody lives forever. You gonna go ahead and eat all that nasty food that you don't even like, and then you gonna mess around and still be fat, and still be sick, still be hurt, and still die. You might as well go out eating what you want to eat. Listen to me. I am your stomach. No, it's not my stomach. I'm not even, I'm still full from the last meal. All right, I'm your tongue. Whatever the fuck I am. I'm inside. I'm that little voice saying, eat, 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 eat. Food is my only friend. It's my friend. It's my friend. It's my friend. They told me on the Food Network, eat, 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 eat. They didn't tell you to eat on the Food Network. I know, but they make stuff that looks so good. What are you going to do with food besides eating it? Isn't it called food for a reason? So the little voice inside your head can tell you a whole lot of crazy shit. If you give it that energy, if you give it the opportunity to influence you. That little voice inside your head, baby. That little voice inside your head. What's going on, D Young? D Young all up in the house. How you feeling? Good to see you. So yeah. So the little voice inside your head is not always positive. It's, it could be the one that you shouldn't trust. The little voice inside your head can be the one that tells you don't work hard. Shoot, they don't care about you. They ain't paying you enough. Do just enough. Ain't nobody else in here busting their ass and they get promoted. You ain't gonna get promoted, so don't work hard. Don't do nothing. Don't put in no extra effort. Don't try hard. Don't try at all. Just pick up the check. Pick up the check. Pick up the check. Pick up the check. Well, that little voice inside your head may be different. It may be different. It should be the one that tells you to do the right thing, but it might not always be the thing that tells you to do the right thing. It might just tell you to do something. No, not the right thing. It just tells you to do something. Something, one thing, anything. That little voice inside your head. What you going to do? You going to listen to it? D Young says, sometimes my little voice has horns. A lot of times. She says, most times it's right, though. I'm trying to think like, whenever I have been told to be violent or to be destructive, has it worked out well? The little voice inside my head used to tell me, yo, drink as much as you want and go to the store after you get drunk. Little voice inside the cop's head used to say, pull his ass over. Little voice inside my head used to say, just tell the truth and it'll be all right. Little voice inside their head used to be like, yo, try these handcuffs on. Everything is going to be y'all right, and everything is going to be y'all right. Bad decisions. Bad decisions. I'm not even really sure if that was the little voice inside my head. But I know I was either listening to something bad or I wasn't listening to something good. One or the other. D Young says, being violent or destructive usually doesn't work out well. It seems to work out all right for some people. But nothing works out perfectly or nothing works out the way you want it to all the time. Like 100% of the time. You know, at some point, you know, you're not gonna totally succeed. Not all the time. Not all the time. So, but if you put your successes and your failures on a scale, how would it weigh? Would your successes be like, yo, we winning because they heavy? Or would your failures be like, or would it be balanced? Would it be pretty much balanced? Like I win some, I lose some. And is winning some and losing some all right for you? Is winning some and losing some all right with you? Because it might not be. I don't really think it's all right with me. I would rather win all the fucking time. Yeah, every single time. And the reason that I probably say that I would like to win all the time is because I don't. I like to know what it feels like. I like to know what it be like. You know what I mean? I'm interested in that part of life. You know, show me. And I don't know anybody that wins all the time either. But that little voice inside your head can take you to places unknown. And it ain't always a good place. All right, y'all. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do these birthday shout outs. And we're going to get on up out of here. And we can get on with the rest of our day. And it's going to be beautiful. It's nice outside today. The world is about to open. The world is about to open back up. I mean, you know, a lot of people feel some kind of way about that. You know, some people feel like if you open back up, all of the businesses, then we haven't really taken care of this whole COVID-19 thing. So it might not be a good look. I think we have to kind of wait and see. And we will see in just a minute. In just a minute. So let's do these birthday shout outs and then let's holler back. All right. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 20th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are number one out the box, Aluchi Favor Amadi, turning 30 years old today, fresh out of your 20s, fresh into your 30s. You're all grown now. Ain't no stopping it. Happy birthday to you. And also Michelle A. Wright Sturgis, turning 43 years old today. Happy birthday to you. And Arnell Brinson, turning 53 years old today. Happy birthday to you. And Summer Rose Horan, happy birthday to you. And Steph Ali, her name is not Stephanie, it's Steph Ali. Happy birthday to you. And Shelly Lambert from Baltimore all day. Baltimore, Maryland, happy birthday to you. And The Basement, happy birthday to you, The Basement. And last but not least, go get a Ginger Watson. Go get a Ginger Watson. Happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious June 20th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, hey yo, listen. Yo, that little voice inside your head can sometimes be the voice of reason, the voice of success, the voice that tells you to do what is necessary in order to get some good things done, and the one that's going to lead you to the path of righteousness, good fortune, love, happiness, and everything positive, everything good. Sometimes that voice inside your head can tell you, yo, punch, slip, punch, slap, kick, chop, nunchuck, shoot, stab, hurt, steal, rob, lie, cheat, hurt, all that kind of stuff. And sometimes the voice inside your head is just a real voice inside your head. And you may need medication or something like that to eliminate that voice inside your head because that thing is real. That thing is real. You understand what I'm saying? And it's taking you to places that you ain't got no. Well, mental illness is serious. And when you suffer from it, it's something that we have to deal with. All right. So, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. You know what I mean? I hope y'all enjoy listening to this broadcast. I mean, listen to the show as much as I enjoy broadcasting it. We will be back at y'all tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock. And don't forget about the Legacy of a Nation show. Tonight, 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the host, my dad, Brother Mac, and co-host me, Sun 752, all up in the house. You know what I mean? All up in your area. Let me see. What are we talking about tonight? What are we talking about tonight on the Legacy of a Nation show? It says, imagine being in a Monopoly game for 500 years and all of your winnings went to your master. Then for 50 years, you were allowed to keep your earnings. Then comes Rosewood, Black Wall Street, and Wilmington, North Carolina. Okay. So basically, we're talking about how black people got jerked, enslaved for all of these years. And then, So let's get into that. on the Legacy of a Nation show. Like I said, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. So let me get Blog Talk up out of here. I holla back. I holla. Peace.
Thank you for using.
And I see y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Be safe. Still wear your masks, but only wear them inside. You don't need that shit outside. Stop looking crazy. I holla. Peace, y'all. All right.